straight to our main talking point this morning, and it is this: INEC meets security chiefs as burnt officers rise to 21. Who's behind all of this?
I've followed that story. INEC says they don't know, so they want security agencies to come and to meet so that they can find out. I think that is not far-fetched. INEC should know. It's sabotage. Sabotage of critical state infrastructure. That's what's happening.
Clearly.
Yeah, deliberate attempt to attack infrastructure of states. It's happening more in the southeast and the south than anywhere else in the country. INEC has given us numbers since 2019 after the general elections. 21 of their state offices, local government offices, and you know that INEC has local government offices in all 774 local governments in the country. 21 have been attacked. 4 in Akwa Ibom, 3 in Abia, 2 in Anambra. Enugu just saw 2 yesterday. The latest one just made Enugu 2. There was Borno 1, Ebonyi, Kano, Jigawa, Abuja, Rivers, and even on those states. I've seen INEC offices targeted, mostly arson. They burned them down. The latest one in Enugu over the weekend was Sunday evening. Was according to INEC, unnecessary but devastated. It was the state headquarters. Before then, the local government headquarters, Udeno, had been attacked, and destroyed, set on fire. By the state headquarters, they came, unknown gunmen, as they call them in the southeast, and attacked the offices. There were 6 Hilux vehicles parked outside. They burnt them to scratch first. Then began to attack offices, attack the assets. The offices, what can you find in INEC? You can't find cash. So it's mostly equipment, furniture, card readers, and these card readers are too important for INEC because they can't continue to buy new ones every election cycle. So after an election, they keep them and wait for the next election. We program them for that election. And that's what INEC is saying. That 2023 election will be bigger in terms of budget because of this continuous arson we are seeing in most of 21 of our stations so far. So they want to have a meeting with the resident electoral commissioners on Wednesday to discuss this. If you're a rec, what do you think is happening? Who is doing this? And how can we ensure that this does not continue? After that, they will meet with the security agencies. INEC has, during the election, they have this body they call the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security. And I think they should activate it again. It has the Commissioner of Police, it has members of the political parties, and then it has the director of the DSS in the state. It's a big committee on election security. I think you should activate it and find ways of, because when these government arrive at these INEC stations, there's no one except ordinary regular security guards of INEC who are not armed. So it's one way, they just go in and burn everything.
So, obviously, this deliberate attempt or deliberate attacks on state infrastructure. We're talking about INEC now. Of course, we have issues with police stations as well.
Police stations are even easy. That one.
Can anyone link
Yeah,
this?
that's what I'm saying. It's a deliberate attempt to attack critical street infrastructure. So at the end of the day, the state is left without. In fact, they should begin to attack.
The state is bare.
Yeah, it's bare. For instance, INEC says the damage is extensive, it is deliberate, it is misplaced. And if they continue, preparations for the election in 2023 may be affected. Hence the need for these emergency meetings, so they can discuss how assets are being destroyed, how they can be replaced, and how, for instance, they will have to hike their budget because the budget will have to increase. That's what INEC is saying, But the question you have asked me is it linked?
Yes.
I've tried to analyze this a lot of times when we said that the people who are carrying out these attacks, right in the southeast and south, are asked to just kill policemen there, for instance. So the burning of INEC office is small. These people want to ensure that the state is stateless. So to
Simply put.
Yeah, that the state cannot afford to have the infrastructure that makes a state a state. If you burn an INEC office, for instance, the state does not have an INEC. If you burn the police station, you attack the army and the military. Even if there's a CBN office there, you attack that, so the state does not have a central banker. What essentially what they're trying to do is to challenge the authority of the state. The people that are doing this, yes. They call themselves unknown gunmen, but clearly, their body language have shown who they are supporting. These are members of the Eastern Security Network backed by EPOB. and a lot of investigations have showed that them. Of course, a lot of politicians don't have the will, the political will, or the courage in public to mention the name. So they dilly-dally, they dodge it. When the Southern governors met over the last week, in spite of their beautiful rhetoric that came with their communique, none of them spoke about those attacks because they really don't want to mention who is behind these attacks. But the police have said it before. People who know have said it before that once it walks like a dog, quacks like a dog, certainly it does, and members of IPOB have been arrested who have confessed to these crimes. So it's clear the attack on INEC facilities is part of the agenda, to make the state weak. And attack the authority and infrastructure of state. I don't know how much INEC can recover from this. Card readers are gone, computers are gone, operational vehicles, iLocks, for instance, they like to burn those ones, are gone. And INEC now is saying that even their buildings, that to recover from this and begin to organize election activities will be difficult. But again, as we said, they're costing us INEC. Even the police that INEC wants to beat now to provide security. The police are perhaps the most attacked in the South and the South. I'm not sure policemen are confident and comfortable going to their jobs in this part of the country because of fear of attacks. There's no day that one or two policemen are not killed. We don't have time there. So we'll not leave it there. We'll come back to it sometime again. But clearly, an attack on the authority of the state.
All right.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.